Hey folks, happy Friday. It is February 26, 2021, and it's time for the Visto Weekly. Let's jump in. Quieter week, actually, from Immigration Canada this week. Fewer updates to report than normal. But what I do want to talk about quickly is that tomorrow we are due for an express entry draw, right? As many of you know, every 14 days, Immigration Canada tends to do an express entry draw. That being said, on February the 13th, they did the biggest draw of all time, right? If you've been on my email list or seen our social medias, you know what happened. I personally am very curious to see if they do another draw tomorrow. If I had to bet, I would bet on no. I think they're going to delay the next draw to let all those people get their applications in, but that's just me. I'll be keeping out a close eye. Make sure to keep an eye on our TikTok, our Instagram. I'll talk about that below for immediate updates. Item number 2 is, if you are still starting out, or you're inside Canada looking to get PR, or you're outside of Canada looking to come into Canada, if you haven't filled out Visto Qualify in our platform, you are missing out. Check it out at the links in the email or in this Facebook post. But this is a free tool that will help give you your express entry score, study permit info, work permit info. There's also some additional info that you can unlock for a cheap price of $19, such as PNP eligibility, tips on ways to raise your score, and all that stuff. Click the links below if you're interested. It'll take you less than 5 minutes to fill out and get started. Next up, as I mentioned, there may or may not be an express entry draw tomorrow. If you guys want more updates than in between Fridays, right? I typically only send an email every Friday. I don't like to bug you in your inbox too much. If you do want news in the interim, make sure to follow us on Instagram and on TikTok. I've written the handles in the email or Facebook message below. Both of them are at visto.ai, nice and simple. I'm usually going live 2 to 3 times per week on Instagram around 11 a.m. Eastern. I'm usually prepping lunch and answering questions. I call them my lunch and learns. And TikTok, I usually do closer to the end of the day around 9 p.m. Eastern time. Make sure to check me out there. I'm usually just hanging out at the end of the day and I just answer a whole bunch of questions. So make sure live questions from the chat, I should add. Lastly, Visto Show. As usual, we're going live in, about a little over 2 hours, 11 a.m. Eastern. This will be an interesting one with Director of Newcomer Services at JVS, Irene Vaxman. This is a free service that's offered to new PRs inside Canada. So they can help with getting settled, finding jobs, a whole bunch of stuff. I'm going to ask her a bunch of questions around coming to Canada, getting a job in Canada, stuff like that. Make sure you're either following our Facebook page or subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you will see as soon as we go live. If you're not already, make sure to do that either way. It really helps us out, right? Having more likes, having more subscribers, all that kind of stuff. That's it for me today, folks. Thanks very much for being a part of the Visto community and being part of the Visto Weekly. Really appreciate it. Hope you have a good rest of your Friday. Have a great weekend, and you will probably hear an express entry update from me sometime soon. Anyways, have a good weekend. All the best.